Thank you.
In the place where I came from, no one gave birth to babies. They just stayed inside their mother's bellies.
Well, in our world, babies are born and grow up to be adults. Or at least they're supposed to.
It's only natural that Tamara wouldn't understand. After all, she was living in a realm of the dead. I wouldn't expect children to be born into such a place.
But Rainey's baby will be born, right?
In due time, of course. Isn't that so?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Raindrops are falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling.
So I just did me some talking to the sun.
Oh, that was terrible.
I thought it was pretty good, actually.
So you'll be a mother who gives birth to her baby.
Mm-hmm. And I just can't wait.
Talk about terrible, Sam. I've heard dogs with better tones.
Hi Sam, Tarman here. I'm pleased Rainey's feeling better, and now that that's settled, we're all set to continue linking up the continent. Your next main order requires you to retrieve some intriguing cargo. And for convenience's sake, we've decided to transport you to the mission area in the Magellan. Speaking of the Magellan, I think it's high time this old girl's weaponry got a bit of an upgrade. I've gotten in touch with a researcher based in South Fort Knott for this very purpose. I'll need your help, of course, but the details can wait until we get there. I'm sure you're eager to get underway, but the tar currents nearby have grown unstable. It's going to be a bumpy ride. As a safety precaution, I'd like everyone to assemble on the bridge before... Come and join us as...
Just a little more work, and we'll have linked up the whole continent.
Allow me to reestablish our connection with the network.
And we're off.
Object approaching.
Everyone brace for impact! What's wrong?
The router's unresponsive.
I think something's dragging us.
The connection to my hand has been severed somehow. Right now, I'm flying blind.
Roman, do you sense anything?
No, it's not a BT.
Well, something's still pulling us down.
Much deeper, and the ship's hull won't be able to handle the pressure.
Evasive action!
Out of the way, Kitty!
It's no good. Can't break free.
Discharge tar ballast. Rapid ascent, now!
Too risky. We have no idea where we're going to surface.
We have no choice. Open blast shields.
If we don't do something, it'll crush us.
Hold it! Damn. Hardly a repatriate, but I'm immortal enough. Damn. When'd you start rolling with such a big crew, Sam? Settle. Settle. Unless you want me to blow her head off. Roll back the clock and that old time fall soaked hide of yours, huh? You know I'm only here to get revenge on you and Sam. The rest of y'all I really have no quarrel with, so, you know, you let me keep the two of them and y'all can fuck off. No? All want to die together. Except for the fact that Sam's a repatriate, so can't really share in your sad fate. But before I pop him, he gets to watch me kill all y'all.
Higgs?
Sir, at this point. But I don't break that easy. So be it. So be that way. Y'all could all go down with the ship.
It's all up to you, Sam.
No time to waste. Let's head out, Sam.
Sam, it looks like that thing coiled around the Magellan is some sort of giant ghost mech. You're our only hope of freeing the ship from its grasp. If you can get it to let go and draw it away from us, we're counting on you.
Time to go wild.
Leave him alone. Opening fire now.
boy. That's what's perfect.
Great job, Sam. The only reason we're still alive is because you were here to save us. Come back to the ship. You've earned yourself a rest. Good morning, Sam. I understand that your room didn't suffer any major damage. Unfortunately, the rest of the ship is unable to travel in its current state. I'm about to leave to pick up some supplies. When you're ready to head out, I suggest you head to the bridge and get Tarman to brief you on the Afterwards, check the ship's delivery terminal to find out which part of the continent you... The show must go on.
So, how's everything looking?
We'll be able to repair the plating and the propulsion system using chiral printed parts. Fragile's team will pick up any additional materials that are necessary. The nav console I use to read the tar currents isn't broken. I just need a little more time to restore the connection with my hand. Won't be much longer now.
Tarman.
He came to visit me in my room.
Thank you. Oh, I see you're holding hands now, eh? Hands allow us to connect. Form bonds.
You think you'll ever find your missing hand?
Now that's a bond I doubt will ever be broken.
Looks like we're good to go.
We'll see you later.
Stay safe out there.
Are you excited to head out? So excited. She's here.
Oh, there's Fragile.
Okay. Let's get going.
Hey, be safe out there.
Thank you.
What if you run into trouble on the way?
We'll be fine. Remember, you're talking to the former head of Fragile Express.
You two be all right?
We all have dooms. No need to worry about us.
And we're tougher than you, too.
Right. So watch yourself out there.
Take care of each other.
Sam, although everyone's hard at work repairing, nevertheless, putting our plans on hold, extending the chiral net, your next objective is to, though you'll need to get another site online before that. And unlike before, the DHV Magellan will be unable to advance to your position. During this period, you, Fragile, Rainey, and Tomorrow are... And Tarman has his hands full. He'd also like to improve the ship's arsenal. And bringing Southport... I say this to reassure you that the whole team is committed to getting the ship back. It's just gonna take us a little... For now, head to the Phantom Smith's shelter and put... The associated main order can be accessed via this delivery terminal.
Well done, Sam. That's the... last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Hope.
Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
risking your life to cross snowy mountains and rubbing shoulders with BTs to recover someone else's stuff. You're one. Sit tight. Marvelous condition, I've gotta say. Thank you. There's no denying you're in...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
And now I'm finally online. Accordingly, seems it was developed with the aid of an unknown technology, which, from what I can tell, it reacts to chiral radiation. The reason I mention it is because the chiral shock cannon data I shared with you is the product of research that leverages the chiral radiation it generates can pass through, practically speaking. This means you can incapacitate enemies hiding behind. It should also deal damage to BTs and mechs as well. You can't use it without anchoring it to the ground first, though. Gotta think. You know, even I've heard stories about it. So if the chiral shock cannon helps you, and if you can deliver my research data to South Fort Knott, you should be able to get some new, and there's a lot of other folk, if you bring them onto the chiral network too. Well, I'm familiar with the tar therapist, at least. He's researching potential applications of the stuff while his specialty is medicine. He's also well-versed in... If all that sounds interesting, however, it doesn't seem like he's posted any urgent. So I'd say your best bet is to find cargo that didn't make it to him and try to deliver it to his... It's entirely possible he might be able to offer you things neither... Thanks again. I'm still concerned about the armed survivalists to the south of here, not to mention Hig. So I'll be rooting for you to keep... I don't know if I can come up with anything else to help with them. Your support would be... Anyway, I'm prepping some cargo I'd like taken to South Fort Knott. Be warned that this cargo can explode if handled improperly. So if and good luck with everything.
Sam, apologies for the sudden call. Once again, I'm contacting you via our dedicated private line. No one else will be able to listen in on our conversation. I'll get to the point. Has Charlie ever behaved in a manner you felt was suspicious? I ask because his credibility, as routinely calculated by APAS, appears to have dropped sharply. Despite attempting to confirm his credentials via the UCA's National ID Registry, it does not appear anyone has ever actually met the man. It may well be the case that he does not even exist. A ghost, so to speak. I can only hope that my suspicions are unfounded. For now, Sam, proceed to South Fort Knott and put it on the chiral network as planned. It is imperative that we improve the DHV Magellan's capabilities to better contend, and the sooner we connect all of Australia to the network, when you are ready to proceed, you can pick up...
Updating information with data from within chiral network coverage only.
Sam, you should stay focused on our primary mission. To that end, you should pick up the next main order from the Phantom Smith. Delivery terminal.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
残す一人を知るため誰かを求めていたのかどんな結末なら許せる乾いた足元季節が落ちる
Order accepted. Thank you.
I'll see you around.
On a river walk down with with a bridge apart we grow. Just trace, trace, trace the circle of life. Oh, to find a place in our life until one day be enough.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
hazardous materials notwithstanding. At one moment, while I doubt anyone but you could have delivered this in such excellent condition. You're simply incredible. I'm on the cusp of a... Go ahead and connect your...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
On the network at last, eh? This should enable me to increase the pace. As for the cargo you brought me, I applied a few finishing touches, and voila! It is a definite... You'll find it deals unparalleled damage to BTs, which might come in handy, since it's not just armed survivalists that have... It's hard to say, but... So that's all the more reason to have weapons suited to... Ideally, this cannon would only be effective against... Unfortunately, though, such firepower is more than enough to kill any human outright, so... In addition, I'm happy to share some new pickup off-roader tires. You can swap them in and out as you like when customizing. I highly recommend using these if you're planning to tackle a snow-covered mountain. It fires Cairo. It's... Just... Thank you. Any assistance you can provide... Oh, before you go. A gift I was in... This cargo will allow you to enhance the DHV... I'll need some time to prepare it for transport, though. In the I'll be sure to post the order.
Sam, it's me. Our enemies have grown bolder and more aggressive, but I see you were all able to fend them off in the end. Chiral network coverage now stands in excess of 85% across Australia. We are already seeing indications of plate gate formation in the near future as well. Just a bit more, Sam, and to prepare. Be advised, Sam, that I've switched this call to we need to talk about I reviewed the contract between APAC and Drawbridge and followed the money. By doing so, I was able to confirm that funding for Drawbridge was provided by none other than Bridges. Though they used intermediaries to obfuscate the transactions, Bridget is undoubtedly the source of your patrons' funds. In other words, Drawbridge cannot be considered as an independent civilian organization. Should these details come to light, your attempts to integrate Mexico and Australia into the chiral network could be misconstrued as an expansionist effort. When I tasked Drawbridge with these missions, it was under the assumption that it was a non-government operation. But I, APAC, and you yourselves may have all been deceived. I will continue to pursue this investigation for now. Take this time to rest and recover in your private room.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Just like old times.
Where are we?
This place does wonders for my mood. The repairs to the DHV Magellan are still ongoing, so I thought to return here and see if I couldn't make progress with our Lou investigation.
Learn anything new?
Well, At the Motherhood's facility, we managed to confirm that Lou's original serial number was none other than BB00. And this is what I found when I attempted to search for associated records. To build the chiral network, 9 sacrificial BBs were prepared. However, the network's original design required only 1. A single sacrificial BB unit, facilitating chiral communications across the entire North American continent. This approach called for what was dubbed a core bridge baby, and BB00 was a lucky candidate assigned to play this role. However, Bridges subsequently abandoned the idea, their tests having failed to yield the desired results. And so it was that the model requiring multiple sacrificial BBs was ultimately adopted.
Meanwhile, Lou was placed into storage for an extended period, and for reasons yet unknown, inherited the identity of BB-28.
Records indicate that the Bridges research team was responsible for the reclassification.
Were they trying to cover up the earlier experiments by falsifying Lou's production year, perhaps? Or did Bridges have some other hidden agenda?
I'm afraid that remains unclear.
Well, we now know Lou was born 11 years ago. There may very well have been a connection with Neil.
You know, my fondness for this place isn't wholly nostalgic. It has the most delightful hot springs, you see. Though, truth be told, even they aren't my favorite thing about it. If you can find the time, you should come visit. Give the old bones a soak.
Oh, a warm bath does sound good.
Perfect treat for a weary traveler. Anyway, I'll see you aboard the Magellan.
Do you read me, Sam? This is Tarman. I've relocated my hand at last, out there on the currents, bobbing along like before. Now that our connection has been re-established, I should finally be in a position to wrap up repairs on the ship. But that won't be enough for what's coming. South Fort Knot is home to It so happens that they were instrumental in the construction of this fine vessel, and they're preparing the latest and greatest weapon. Just a few... Access the South Fort Knot delivery terminal and take care of the main...